Now let's talk about how can you prepare for the interview. Um, um, First of all, there might be two or three professor in the interview board. Primarily, they will try to know you better about yourself, and then they might ask you about your past studies, your experience, what you did, and there might be a couple of technical question, but very basic level technical question from your discipline. So they will try to test your knowledge on that, and then they might ask you about your research experience, research plan, what you want to do what you want to do research on your masters. So here is some of the tips that you can take into account while preparing your presentation slide. By the way, I forgot to mention that try to prepare a presentation slide, that is must, I would say, from your side. So what can you do? You can highlight the following questions in your presentation slide. Number one, whatever you mention in your presentation slide, how does all are related to your master's or your PhD degree? How does all are focusing in a single point that these are all related to my degree in my, it is for the master's student, for the it is master's degree or your PhD degree. Second, your previous research experience. If you have any research paper, how does all are related to your master's degree? Or how or if you don't have any research paper, if you did some work in any project or any competition, how is the competition or research project is related to your master or PhD degree? Third, present a research gap. That is very important. This is the intention for you for making the presentation slide. So find a research gap and highlight it, and convince them that you want to do this research in your master's or your PhD degree. Fourth, motivation of your research work. Motivation of your research gap. This is also very important, that how did you come across with this research gap? Is it while you read some research paper, or while working in a project, or you attended some seminar, you heard about this topic, and this research gap interview you that this is the research gap you want to work with. So it is also important to mention that how you come across with this research gap. Fifth, how will this research gap help you in the future? So for those who want to, let's say, join in the academia, so you can mention that this research gap will help me in the future to continue my research, or I will join in the academia, I will keep continue opening my own lab and helping students to work in these areas, because this field is booming, or this will help this. And the sixth point will be, you have to present the whole presentation in a way which will shows you that you are very enthusiastic regarding this research gap. And this will also show that how much you are intended your mind to work on this research gap. And another point is, it is related to the other point, is present in a way that convince them. It's not like you are making this presentation for the sake of the admission. Don't do that. And by the way, don't play over smart, because all of the professor here, not here, all the professor in general, they are very strong psychologically. They can read every word comes out of your minds. So if you're trying to play smart, they will understand and it will put, negative impression on your profile. Another important point here worth noting is, let's say they told you any information that is wrong, or that is maybe irrelevant, or that is not the case, so don't point out them that it is a mistake. Rather, try to answer in a way that, yeah, you are right, in my consideration this is this. So my point is, don't try to make them that they are wrong in their position, and you are smart enough and you know about it. It rather puts negative impression and about you, because at the end of the day, they are recruiting the student because they will collaborate with this student. This student will work under the professors. So if you are the one who is pointing out their mistakes, it shows that you are not good at collaborating, a good not good at group works. So this point is very important. And the last is practice the presentation slide many times back in your home before presenting in front of your professor. This is also important, because while you practice, you will see that you will end up with a script by your own, that these are the things I want to mention, these are the things I should mention in the presentation slide. So this will help you, and it will show that you are good at presentation skills, because for the research student, presentation skill is very important. So these are the point I would suggest you to keep in mind. And by the way, it's all these all information are based on those who have taken the interview. I did not go through this process. So at the same time, I will say that these are my personal views. If I would suggest to read about it more, maybe watch more videos, or read talk to some professor and take some suggestion from them too. So this will help you to gather more information. Yeah, thank you. That's all from my side. Assalamu alaikum.